Hi everybody, it's Terry from Doing HR Differently with another car conversation. Today's topic is perspective. I love talking about perspective because perspective is how people think. And I love thinking about how people think because I see it in their behavior, I see it in their decisions, I hear it in their communication. So I'm just really curious what's going on in your head. So 3 things I'd like to talk about. One is how we see what we see. We have different lenses that we can use, and each of those lenses will give us a different viewpoint of the situation. So the lens that you choose to use determines what you see, and what you see influences how you think and the decisions that you make. So here's my really quick example of that. I'm in a car, and the car in front of me is sitting there, and the light turns green, and they're not moving. And I'm getting frustrated, and I might even yell. But here's what I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that other person. So I like to choose, Terry, pull back. What if that were you and this was your first time in your car after a major accident? You'd be hesitant. You'd be a little afraid. So then I actually pull back and say, you know what? I can be patient with that person. I'm going to let them go at the pace that works for them. And that helps me by changing my lens. That helps me see the situation in a different view. The second point I want to make is our perspective, our view is always incomplete. We always need the view of others so that we can have a broader view. This is really, really, really important because when we ask for the perspective of someone else, we need to just listen and learn. What can I learn from their perspective? I don't need to argue. I don't need to dispute. I don't need to prove I'm right. I just want to know your perspective. I think if we did more of this, we'd learn more and we'd be able to see differently, which would help us do differently. The third piece is perspective helps us put things in their relative importance because we all know not everything is of equal importance. And my example here is a person who has stage 4 cancer is not going to look at your work situation that you're facing right now the same way you are. They're fighting for their life. So their perspective on this is going to be very different. Well, I think sometimes we take things too seriously. We need to pull back and we need to put that situation in its relative importance. And we can do that. We can apply different lenses and see different things. We can go out and get different perspectives. But this third piece, I think, has such implications because this is the maturity piece, this is the wisdom piece. And we get to do this. We get to make a decision. I'm going to pull back and I'm going to decide how important something is. And I'm going to decide what I do moving forward. And it's always, always best to take the high road. Take the perspective of the high road and watch what happens because you've chosen to have a wiser perspective that really benefits everybody. So this is Terry from Doing HR Differently. There's a lot in there. I hope you found something that you want to take and delve into and move forward. Love to get your feedback, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.